Paper Mario Sticker Star is not a bad game.
But a lot of you seem to disagree, so let's talk about it some more. Paper Mario Sticker Star, as we know it, is the black sheep of the Paper Mario series. It ditched any RPG formulaic things it had in the previous titles, and had a more puzzle-focused game. It still had turn-based combat, just a lot of it seemed pointless to many. I've seen many comments point this out, and I'm here to address them all before getting into my new ideas. One of the first things many people bring up is the story. The story is flat, like a piece of paper. One of the biggest issues people had was Bowser not being able to talk. I feel like throughout the game you get text and dialogue as it is necessary. However, yes, I can see why Bowser not being able to talk is an issue. As I just mentioned, Paper Mario as a whole is an RPG series. However, this game lacks an XP system, any real worth to playing all of the battles, and all in all has a bigger focus on doing puzzles rather than fighting enemies. Speaking of the combat system, another big thing people like to bring up is the way inventory is handled. Some people really dislike the idea of having to pick up your own attacks throughout a level and then using those said attacks in the battle, thus losing that attack forever. Then there's thing stickers, which definitely take up a big part of your inventory, even though that they have their own dedicated page, as well as some of them blatantly just not telling you what they do until you use them. Some people really dislike the level system, as previous games always had like a chapter system, thus making the game feel smaller than it actually is. Some people really dislike the lack of partners like in previous games, and many other small issues which I'm going to address as we continue throughout the video. But Alex, why are you doing this again? Well, as many of you know, this is probably my favorite Paper Mario game, as hard as it is to believe. And after seeing how big the last video got about this, which thank you by the way, I've seen a good mix of people agreeing with me, people disagreeing with me, and people not really picking a side and just has a small opinion about something. My goal with this video is to make the perfect Paper Mario Sticker Star that has something for everybody to enjoy. Something that fixes all of the previous issues that people had, while still making it feel like the original game for the people that love the original. When people think of a discussion video like this, they have to ask themselves, a remake or a remaster? Personally, I would like to see a remaster. I love the original game just for the way it is, so if they were to upgrade it and put it on the Switch or the Switch 2, I would be perfectly happy with it. However, what we're going to be going for is a remake. We want to take the original and change so much about it where it still keeps the original identity, but it has a new gameplay style and a new feeling for people that didn't like the original, or for newcomers to the game as they didn't get a chance to play the original. Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door proved that if there was demand, there would be a remaster. Many of you already know that this was in fact ported over to the Switch, and it was a huge success. However, it's not the same game as we always knew it was. Obviously, it had a huge visual upgrade, but there was also a few quality of life improvements, and some extra content that wasn't seen in the original. So if we were to just take Sticker Star the way it is and make it a remaster, we can still do a few things. In order to add some content without changing the original, here are a few ideas that I would propose. Firstly, the story will remain unchanged. Yes, I know it's not a super exciting story, but if we change the story, then it would be a different game. Some things that we can change, however, is giving Bowser some dialogue. The original is notorious for having a mouthless Bowser, thus stripping him of all the personality he ever had because everyone else would talk for him. So this remaster would hypothetically give Bowser a chance to actually talk. Another big issue people had was with Kirsty not really giving super helpful tips. So we'll just have this new remaster actually include tips that would be helpful to the player, such as telling the player if they need a specific thing before entering a level. Another quality of life improvement would be during the battle system. For those of you who don't know, whenever you're picking stickers, the first sticker you choose goes to the first enemy, the second goes to the second enemy, and so on. This remaster will allow you to actually select which enemy gets hit with which sticker. just so that way you're not wasting any stickers just so you can hit a specific enemy. One more thing during battles that would actually be very helpful is pity stickers. Sometimes you'll be in a battle where you don't have a specific sticker that you need, so instead of wasting 5 turns defending without anything happening, you would instead be giving a sticker that you can actually use right then and there on your first chance of defense. This will be especially helpful for battles that need a required sticker, such as fighting Bowser Jr. with a tail. And if we aren't making any other big improvements, such as changing the levels to worlds, one other thing that we can do is make it so that way if you were to replay a level, you can replay the story part of the level, or just walk through it as if you already completed it. There are very few levels where you can actually replay it and it feels like playing the level for the first time again, because sometimes after you complete a level, that level is changed forever. So in some cases, like the Enigma Mansion, it would be cool if you had the opportunity to re-release all the boos and have to go through the entire mansion again. But I feel like that would be hitting more remake territory. In the situation where Nintendo decides instead of just making an HD port of Paper Mario Sticker Star, they wanted to remake the game from the ground up, there's a lot of suggestions that I would like to make. Everything that I just mentioned in the case of making this game as a remaster should still apply. The story will not change, Bowser will be able to talk, your stickers will be able to target specific enemies, you'll get pity stickers if you don't have a specific sticker you need in battle, Kirsty will actually give you really helpful hints, and you'll be able to replay story segments if you replay a level in the postgame. But I still have a whole bunch of other ideas where the game will still feel like the original, but maybe more tailored towards people more familiar with the original games in the Paper Mario series. Some way, somehow, we'll add EXP for every battle that you do. Every time you level up, you can choose between increasing your attack, increasing your defense, increasing your HP, or increasing storage for your sticker book. This will, of course, replace the situation of HP up hearts. However, we can replace HP up hearts with other kinds of stickers, or pins, which will be a new equipable item. Similar to badges in previous Paper Mario games, pins will grant Mario perks in battle, however each one will have its own drawback. For example, one would increase Mario's attack by 3 but decrease his defense by 1. Or maybe another one will make it so that way you have 2 attack slots at the beginning of a battle, but you will not be able to use the battle spinner at all in order to get more slots. There's a whole bunch of other ideas that you can go about doing this. However, I still want to keep the idea of having different variants of hammers and different variants of jumps as stickers, but at least by using all of these pins that you can make your inventory match your playstyle that you're going for with the pins that you want to equip. While we're talking about battles, let's talk about a new battle mechanic I want to add. That being Kirsty's Shop. During your turn, you normally have the opportunity to do a battle spinner before attacking, which gives you an opportunity to get extra slots as well as potentially dealing extra damage or getting extra coins or some other random bonus effect. However, Kirsty's Shop will allow you to buy stickers in the middle of battle. By default, Kirsty can offer a jump, a hammer, and a mushroom. However, the price will be a little bit higher than it would be at a Toad Shop just because it is an SOS item. Another idea for battles would be the sticker power meter. In the situation of things taking up too much space in your book, the sticker power meter will replace that. Things are now going to have an SPM cost, and you can gain more meter by performing well in battles. This way things will no longer take up space in the sticker book and also won't disappear after use. For example, we can say a small thing will cost 1 meter, a medium thing will cost 2 meters, and a large thing will cost 3 meters. At most, you can have 5 bars of meter and it can be refilled based on damage that you deal. Additionally, if a thing that you have is necessary for a puzzle in the overworld or a weakness for an enemy in battle, and you happen to have it in your collection, the sticker book will have a notification to indicate that you have an effective thing to use. If you are using a thing in the overworld, it will not require any sticker power meter and will not go away after you use it. One final thing for battles is going to be partners. I know everyone loves their partners, so I figured Paper Mario Sticker Star could actually use some of their own. Every world will have their own partner with their own set of moves. Probably 2 regular attacks and 1 special attack. The special attack will also be using the SPM meter. After you claim a royal sticker in a world, the partner will join you in other worlds. However, if you do not claim the royal sticker and you choose to go to another world, then that partner will remain in the world that they belong to until you get the royal sticker. During battle, instead of selecting a sticker, you can switch to your partner and allow your partner to attack. I figure it would be kind of hard to shoehorn in different kinds of partners. However, I thought of the perfect way to add them. That being the traveling toad. In every single world you will find a traveling toad, with the exception of World 6. When you go about saving the traveling toad from being bullied, this partner will also be seen fighting off those bad enemies. When you choose to battle the bad enemies, the partner will join you for the first time right then and there, and after you complete the battle, they will ask to join you on your adventure. The partners don't have to be anything too crazy, but I think it would be nice if they fit to the theme of the bosses. For example, World 1 would have a Goomba-based ally because there's a Goomba boss. World 2 can have a Pokey ally, because the World 2 boss is based off of a Pokey, and so on and so forth. Earlier you may have heard me mention worlds, and that's because if we were to remake this game, I would like to see all the levels in a world combined into one big connected world. In this case, whenever you collect a sticker comment, you'll be put into the coin collecting minigame just as before, and be granted a full sticker power meter, but you'll be put right back to where you were before you collected it. In this case, the clear sticker comment will not exist unless you're replaying the story segments in the postgame. Additionally, if a comment is in an area that you cannot backtrack in, a pipe or folded stairs will be added so that way you can backtrack. Because we're combining all of the levels into one world, it would be nice if each world had its own sticker shop. Every single world has its own shop with the exception of World 2, so if we could just add a shop somewhere in the World 2 world, that'd be perfect. It would just make it nice so that way you don't have to keep going back to the main hub. Because of the change from levels to worlds, when you collect a royal sticker, that's when you'll be transported back to the main hub and congratulated on your efforts. Additionally, because of the new level up system that Mario has, collecting a royal sticker will grant Mario a level up reward instead of a full sticker book page. I figure making the world this way will allow players to progress at their own pace and giving themselves an artificial challenge if they choose to skip out on the comments. However, comments are still going to be required for 100% completion and royal crowns are still going to be required for game completion. One additional little fun thing would be adding Luigi as a playable character. As you know, while you're adventuring, in every single world you will find a hidden Luigi. If you find all of the Luigis, he will guide the parade at the end of the game. I think it would be cool that if the player does succeed in finding all of the Luigis and you see the end credits, Luigi will come to Decalburg, and if you talk to him, you can switch to him as a playable character. But he will have higher jumps that are also a little bit floaty and slippery. This will make it so that way you can access areas you normally wouldn't be able to with Mario's normal jump. Because of Luigi's weird jumping, this will also be present in battle, changing the timing of the jump attacks. And if you complete the end credits as Luigi, Mario will lead the parade instead. Last but not least is going to be the museum. As we had it before, we had a side dedicated to regular stickers and a side dedicated to things. Now that we have pins to collect, it would be cool if the museum had 3 doors that you could enter, each door leading to multiple halls to fill up, or having one big room with 3 main displays, and you can interact with each of the 3 displays to add all of your stickers to a big collage, all of the pins in a big display box, and all of the things in a big display case. Additionally, instead of having to save a sticker and then take it all the way to the museum, it would be nice that if you just got it one time, then it would automatically be sent to the museum without having to sacrifice your stickers. And what's the reward for getting all of the pins, you may ask? I think it would be kind of cool that, similar to how there's an enemy gallery where you can see all the enemy attacks, you can have a partner gallery which will show all the partners' attacks. I understand Paper Mario Sticker Star is not a game for everyone, so hopefully if Nintendo does bring back this game in any way, that they can take some of these ideas and put it towards their new game. Let me know what you guys think about these ideas down in the comments. If you guys have any ideas, be sure to share it below. Make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.